Ah. Hello, welcome to Rai Stream. Yokoso, thank you for coming everyone. How are you all today? Ya, seperti yang kalian lihat, Rai mukanya statik. Sepertinya tadi Rai tidak mengecas. Seperti tadi Rai kameranya tidak mengecas. Akhirnya tidak bisa menggunakan kamera. Akhirnya Rai cuma bisa pakai foto. But how are you all today? Apparently, I forgot to check if the electricity is connected to the camera, and now the camera's battery is dead. I'm so sorry. Sore Rai, gimana kabarnya? Kabar Rai baik, sedikit pilek dan baru bangun tidur. Rai shook face, yes, it is my shook face. Reference please, yes, it might remain I'm glad to hear you resting though. Oh, don't worry, I'm resting from time to time. Every time I have time to rest, I will rest. If I feel like I'm quite stressed, I would play. That was when I pushed yourself, and that's why, okay, don't worry, I'm not pushing myself. I'm doing good. Just a little bit, blue, yes. How's Panya and Tabby? Panya is doing supremely well. She's actually start to get better. She starts to thicken up, yeah. She started to thicken up. Panya mulai sehat, mulai menjadi sedikit gemuk, which is very good. Thank you for all of your support. She's actually doing well today. Ay, pinagay. Ray, mau gambar apa, Ray? Mau gambar dan ngobrol-ngobrol tentang dunia, Ray. Yes, it's been a while since agak lama sejak kita tidak membicarakan tentang dunia, Ray. Mungkin sekarang saat yang baik untuk membicarakannya. Begitu. Oh, having a cold is kind of bad, huh? I'm starting to drift away on my team. But don't worry, I'm doing good. Just that when like yeah. Okay, so just like what the description suggests, you may ask anything about Rai and everything. If you guys didn't ask, I'm going to briefly explain what Rai World has to offer. A class 101, kind of a class 101, I think. Right. Saya mulai bengong. But wait a while, I'm gonna get my handkerchief. I'm back. Looks like this stream name is going to be called Rai having a cold while trying to draw a stream. But don't worry, I'm actually doing pretty good, just a little bit Suaranya hilang, I just came back, don't worry. I'm good. Apparently there's a lot of new faces around here. Hello everyone. Welcome to Rai Stream. Mau gambar apa nih Mas Rai? Rai akan menggambar seputar pertanyaan kalian tentang dunia Rai. Ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Silakan ditanyakan. Nanti jawab yes. Don't force yourself too hard, okay? Don't worry. If I feel like I'm not in a really good condition to stream, then I'm not going to, and I'm going to stop streaming. So it's okay. Drink lots of water. I will. Don't worry. Thank you. Rai, kalau butuh waktu buat break sebentar, jangan sungkan banyak minum. Oh, tidak apa-apa, Rai. Kalau lelah, Rai langsung tidur. Gitu. Are you gonna enjoy yourself, please? No. No. Tahu, Rai, hamlo. Makanan kesukaan di dunia Rai. Wah, itu classified, itu nggak boleh. Rai akan menggambar semua hal yang tidak classified. For some reason our food is plenty classified. Makanan kita itu sangat terklasifikasi informasinya, jadi tidak boleh disebar-sebar. Begitu. Are you gonna draw one of your favorite place in the world? You mean in the universe? Lebih suka kopi atau susu? Lebih suka susu. Tanya tentang dunia Rai, contohnya kayak gimana? Misalnya kayak instead of kayaknya mungkin lebih baik daripada Rai memberikan pertanyaan kepada kalian. Rai akan menjelaskan tentang apa itu Rai dan apa yang terjadi di dunia Rai, apa pekerjaan Rai, karena belakangan ini Rai banyak ketemu orang yang baru pertama kali datang ke stream Rai. Begitu. Makanan kesukaan Rai, kesifat takut Rai kayak makanan kesukaan Rai suka cheesecake. Rai suka semua hal yang berbau keju. Hope you feel better soon, Rai. Thank you. Kasur Rai apakah bentuknya seperti pot futuristik atau bentuk kasur seperti bumi biasa? Tergantung. Kita di sini punya berbagai macam kasur. Ada kasur seperti kasur bumi biasa. Tapi kalau kamu spesiesnya berbeda, bisa ada kasur untuk spesies tertentu. Contohnya, misalnya kamu itu naga gitu, kasurnya beda-beda. Tapi kalau kasur commonly for dragons, not for dragon, but like for untuk spesies yang punya ekor, biasanya itu tengahnya itu suka dikasih kayak jeblosan gitu, biar nanti kalau dianya lagi lurusan gitu badannya, yeah. Top quality drawing. I draw Greymon and now I draw this. Itu ekornya bisa di belakang. Tapi nggak beneran jeblosan bolong. Tidak jeblosan bolong kayak masuk ke dalam kayak lubang gitu, no. More like misalnya orangnya di sini, terus ini kasurnya, ekornya nanti kayak di sini tuh ada kayak masukan sedikit gitu. Biar ekornya bisa ngelipat seperti itu. High quality dragon. Rai boleh nginep di kantor IPD? Nggak boleh. Kalau kamu berada di IPD berarti satu, kamu punya masalah, atau enggak dua, kamu sedang migrasi. Itu mate. Itu typo, gomen. Remove. I mean, kok remove? Ya itulah. Oh tidak, salah ngomong. Yes, tapi begitu. Intinya bagi kalian yang baru datang jangan lupa untuk membaca rule-nya. For those who just came to Rai stream, don't forget to read the rules because I want this stream to be as comfy as possible for me and for the viewers as well. It's like a slot for golf cart. Yes, it is. But that's like the most cheapest bet you can ever get. There's like a lot of variables, but I'm not really well informed about it. But there's a lot of like. Kalau homeless gimana, Rai? Di IPD nggak ada yang homeless kan? Di IPD semuanya bekerja. Begitu. Isn't the jail of IPD is the home for inmates? Hey, it's a prison for inmates, not home. You guys not supposed to stay in prison. You guys supposed to be staying in a comfy, good, cozy house, not in a whole floor prison. Please don't torture yourself like that. Baru sadar avatar Rai tidak bergerak. Iya, jadi Rai tadi kameranya tidak mengecas, jadinya sekarang avatar Rai tidak bergerak begitu. Okay, let's do it from the start. Rai ada di unit apa kalau begitu? Unit apa? I guess we have to start from the start. Okay. Basically, jadi Rai itu bekerja di IPD. Rai itu bekerja di IPD. IPD itu kepanjangannya adalah International Police Department. Begitu. The presence and versions rated as secret. It's not that good, but thank you. Hai. Gimana bentuknya penjaranya IPD? Depends on, tergantung dengan tergantung dengan klasifikasi kejahatan yang kamu telah perbuat. Jika kamu misalnya kamu telah perbuat level 5 crime, kamu bakal dimasukin ke this capsule thing, bakal dimasukin ke sebuah kayak semacam chamber kapsul gitu, yang adalah isinya itu kayak sebuah void dimana kamu akan terbang selamanya sampai kamu dikeluarkan. Begitu. Kamu tidak akan merasakan lapar, kamu tidak akan merasakan haus, tapi kamu tidak akan bisa merasakan badanmu. Kamu akan terbang di kegelapan selamanya, tidak bisa merasakan apa-apa, dan yang hanya bisa kau dengarkan adalah isi kepalamu sendiri. Begitu. International interdimensional jane interdimensional. I'm sorry, my mind is not on point today. Interdimensional. Oh, there you go. Poba, yes. Poba. Kalau mercenary crime level berapa? Oh, bisa tergantung sama kamu itu mercenary-nya itu sudah selama apa, sudah separah apa, gitu. Tergantung sama kamunya dan sama kamunya telah lakukan apa aja, begitu. Bilang tadi. Oh gitu. So it's some kind of mental torture. Prison level 5. Kind of, yes. It is some kind of mental torture and constrainment in the worst case possible. Not the worst, yeah, worst case possible. Sempit dan gelap, my biggest fear. Hey, video ilmu pengetahuan ide. Hey, tempat favorit menghabiskan waktu luang di IPD. Tempat favorit menghabiskan waktu luang di IPD tentunya di rumah sendiri dengan penyak dan tabi. Isolation chamber with zero gravity, yes. Isolation chamber with zero gravity. You can't feel anything at all. Not even your heartbeat. You can only think. Nothing else matters. You feel like you're dead, but you're not dead. You're still very alive. You're just very conscious. You're going to stay awake forever until you're released. If only you're released. What level are we in? Level 0! You're not even supposed to be in the jail! Saya pernah jelasin setiap penjara nggak sih? Kalau iya apa saya kelihatan sini? Oh tentu saja tidak. Rai belum pernah. Oh, mungkin Rai pernah, tapi Rai lupa. Oh, tapi Rai akan jelaskan. Rai lupa ngomong apa ya? Tentang level penjara, yes. Jadi ada 6 level penjara. No, actually just 5. Maybe. There's 5 level of prison. Juara 1. Prison number 1. Itu penjaranya kamu akan seperti di penjara biasa, dimana kamu akan be inside a prison house as usual, like your earth prison. Seperti penjara kamu di bumi, itu adalah penjara level 1. Time to grab what level if as no, you're not supposed to. Level 2. In level 2, you're going to be held up in a private prison. Basically, your prison is going to be far more what is it called? Personal. Only for you. Isn't that romantic? This prison is made only for you. You can't contact anything, you can't contact no one, and everyone and people will going to give food to your jail, so you don't really get out from your jail at all. Number 3, you're going to be in same kind of prison, but the difference is you're going to be located somewhere really far away from other private prisons. Kamu akan diletakkan di tempat yang jauh dari private prison yang lain. Dan bedanya di sini tidak ada kaca sama sekali, tidak ada orang sama sekali, hanya kamera saja. Jadi basically kamu akan berada di dalam penjara. You're going to be in jail alone, kind of until forever. It's kind of sad. There's gonna be only hole for a toilet, and then there's gonna be your food is going to be you're going to be treated like an animal basically. Kamu akan diperlakukan seperti binatang. Karena kalau sudah masuk ke penjara level 3 gini, berarti kita nggak mau memasukkan any kind apapun benda yang dapat menambahkan keberhasilanmu untuk keluar dari penjaramu. Are this prison in different location from one another? Yes. So like this is basically a public prison. This is private prison. This is private prison in a very private place. And then level 4 is gonna be something like same as like this one. Yeah, the same as number 3, but the difference is just like number 5, you're going to be located inside this tube, well, it's basically filled with water, kind of a water, but actually not water. You're going to be located right here, where you're basically going to be submerged until the end of your time. Yes, it's going to be submerged. This is made out of steel. It's made of the same steel that we made to create the number 3's prison. Jadi nomor 4 itu kamu akan diletakkan di sebuah tabung berisikan air yang bukan air. Kamu masih bisa bernapas di sana. Dan tabung itu terbuat dari besi yang diciptakan sama dengan besi di penjara nomor 3. Seperti gitu. You can't drown. No, you cannot drown. Gitu. Mereka sudah kayak lemes, Rai baru bangun dan Rai sedang sedikit pilek tapi tidak apa-apa. Adakah penjara bawah tanah? Tentu saja ada. Kalau sudah masuk ke dalam penjara nomor 3 ke bawah itu tempatnya udah mulai random. Ada yang lagi terbang, ada yang lagi di dalam tanah gitu. Are there time prisons for time travelers? There is no such thing as time prison, but basically time traveler depends on the context of crime that they make, is going to suffer the same kind of stuff, like it's going to suffer the kind of level of prison depending on their crime or something like that. Yes. Dono, terima kasih for the donation. Terima kasih atas donasinya. Tunggu sebentar ya. Terima kasih Let's for the donation. Kalau mencuri hati masuk penjara level berapa, Rai? Level 6. Because you just killed an IPD member. Gitu. Oke. Anda bakal dipanasin nggak? Tentu saja tidak. Ini bukan torture secara fisik. Biasanya kalau di IPD itu kita torture bukan secara fisik tapi secara mental. Level 5 basically suit room for inmates. Nani? Yes. Raisan ngapain lo? Rai sedang menjelaskan tentang dunia Rai. Sekarang tentang penjara, guys. It's like Impel Down Prison. I'm not really informative about Impel Down Prison, but I know it's two pieces two pieces prison, the most high security of all, I think, something like that. So which level we should go to see Rai? It's not which level we should go to see Rai, it's more of a which place you go to see Rai, because like we have a patrol, and like every couple of few months the guards is going to be changed. We're going to change place every now and then. It's going to be rotation or something like that. So there is no like execution system in IPD. There is an execution system in IPD. For those who did not know, the execution of IPD is basically you're going to be deleted your memories, other people's memories about you, the files about you, your entire existence is going to be erased by the IPD if you do something more than a level 5 crime. Basically, you will be counted as non-existent. And the only one who remembers is the guy with the files. Not even I remember my enemy because they're probably already been erased. But yes, everyone, even in IPD, will forget about you. Oh no, Chotomate, terima kasih for the donation ya. Chotomate. Terima kasih seseorang untuk donasinya. Hi Rai, so I can watch your stream and don't forget to have fun. Oh, thank you for the donation. Don't worry, I'm having fun as well. Yeah. Is your entire world a prison or there's a regular world outside it? Yes, so okay. Let's erase it. IPD. IPD have its own pocket dimension. IPD itu memiliki dimensinya sendiri. Jadi misalnya ini adalah dimensi 1, dimensi 2, dimensi 3, dimensi 4, dimensi 5 sampai dimensi infinity. Dimensi kalian itu ada di dimensi 62, di mana Rai ditugaskan. Ini dimensimu, Milky Way. Milky Way, begitu. Dan di dimensi Rai itu, dia letaknya itu tidak ada di sini sama sekali. My dimension is not located in any of this dimension, because my dimension is a dimension that we create ourselves. We call it the zero dimension, or also called as the IPD pocket dimension. Dimensi yang kita punya itu berbeda dengan dimensi yang lainnya. Kita namakan dimensi itu sebagai dimensi 0, atau yang biasa kita panggil sebagai pocket dimension, begitu. Who's to say IPD members aren't ex-convict whose memories get cleared? IPD members and convict who members get cleared. I don't know, but I don't think that's impossible. Maybe there is some ex-convict around us, but we don't care anymore, because if they got a chance, that means they must have done something really good. Does this mean NIJISANJI ID is under IPD jurisdiction? Is it? Gimana reaksi atasan Ray kalau tahu ternyata Ray punya email sebanyak ini yang menyuruh untuk untuk Ray memasuki NIJISANJI ID itu adalah atasan Ray, jadinya Ray oke. Gitu. So specific people can create dimensions. There is almost nobody in the IPD except for one person that is already not here anymore because of his abilities of creating universe. Basically, he tore himself up to make the zero universe. Other than that person, which is the Lord or Savior of all of us IPD, we don't have one, because it takes so many concentration of Sota to actually able to manipulate your own dimension, your own pocket dimension. It's really hard to maintain, especially when you have so many IPD in it, especially when you have so many buildings and everything in it. Basically, making your own reality is so hard to the point where you must sacrifice thousands of people. But this one person apparently can create our own universe by himself in the cost of his own life or something. They Minecrafted there. Yes. Correct me if but I record dimension are kind of like paradigm, so you might have another version of you in another dimension. Yes. So, a long time ago, basically like this. When you join the IPD, imagine like this. There is a man called Dimas. This is Dimas. Before Dimas join the IPD, sebelum Dimas masuk ke IPD, di segala dimensi itu pasti ada yang namanya Dimas. In every dimension, there's going to be a person called Dimas. I mean, like not called Dimas, at least is a Dimas or something. Bukan namanya Dimas, tapi lebih kayak adalah si Dimas. Mau namanya di sini namanya Imas, mau sini namanya Dima atau apa, itu pasti ada orangnya namanya Dimas. There's going to be somebody called Dimas there. But when you enter the IPD, for example, Dimas from Dimension 5 got selected for IPD membership. All the entire Dimas in the entire dimension is going to be erased. Any kind of memory, any kind of connections, any kind of everything is going to be erased, is going to be replaced. Everything is going to be like Dimas was never there. Something like that. Yes. Jadi kalau seandainya jadi di seluruh dunia itu ada orang pasti namanya Dimas. Kalau seandainya Dimas dari dimensi 5 itu terpilih menjadi Dimas buat IPD, semua Dimas yang dimensi lain itu akan terhapus dan semua memori orang tentang Dimas akan menghilang dan semua koneksi tentang Dimas akan menghilang juga dan semuanya akan di-replace dengan sesuatu yang bukan Dimas. Alasannya kenapa IPD itu jarang ada yang merekrut, soalnya kalau seandainya Dimas dari dimensi 5 itu terekrut, maka semua future semua past dan future dari dimensi yang lain berarti harus diganti juga gitu. Begitu. That's a pretty messed up practice. What the heck? I know it's pretty messed up, but for the cause of a universe is something that we must done. I know it's kind of a really hard thing to swallow, but for one Dimas in a cause of many universe, it's very what's it called? Very priceless. I have to pay respect to the Rai Galilei. Yes, sometimes I think about that too. Maybe other Rais in the other universe was really happy and I don't know about that. Dimas first. Mengubah takdir udah keadilan, yes, benar sekali. Hanya bisa ada satu Dimas, benar sekali. Soalnya plan jadi harus pulsan. Maaf, suara Ray lagi sedikit kecil. Anyway, it's cool to have truly one version of you, like jadi manusia eksklusif. Yes and no. Basically, you're going to have a very huge guilt karena kamu akan merasa bahwa oh no, karena aku di sini aku membunuh berjuta-jutaan Rai dari universe lainnya. Berarti jadi makhluk multiverse yang nggak terlihat dalam timeline satu dimensi. Berarti jadi makhluk multidimensi yang nggak terlihat dalam timeline satu dimensi. Yes, yes. Gimana? Gimana cara mereka mirip orang biar menjadi IP dari sistemnya atau syaratnya atau gacha? Gacha. Mau kamu mau apa tidak? More like sebenarnya lebih kayak kamu boleh menolak gitu. Tapi kalau kamu menolak, kamu akan melupakan semuanya. Melupakan semuanya tentang IPD, mencoba untuk merekrut. Sistemnya gacha dan kamu akan dipilih meskipun kamu tidak akan bertanya gitu. Meskipun kamu tidak bertanya. Jadi kayak misalnya kayak ada anak dari sekolah baru pulang sekolah, tiba-tiba dapat surat kamu masuk IPD, mau join IPD. It's like Jubei. It's basically like Jubei, but it needs to be done. Dimas out. Dimas. Do you get special power as IPD, or do you have to have the power before joining? You train to get the power. You train yourself to get the power. You train yourself to get the power. So basically, you're going to have this aptitude test. Kamu akan mendapatkan kekuatan setelah kamu dipilih menjadi IPD. Kamu akan dites untuk aptitude, di mana kamu akan diukur kemampuan untuk mengontrol SOTA, sotanya kamu. You're going to be measured of your capabilities of being able to control sotas and things like that. And then you're going to train to be better and better every day, something like that. Scouted, yes, scouted. Begitu. Boleh minta motivasi buat nyari kerjaan. Wow. Wahai dirimu, bagi yang belum membaca rule-nya, silakan baca rule-nya terlebih dahulu. Karena kamu datang tapi sopan, gak akan menjawab. Memotivasi untuk cari kerjaan. Kerjaan Rai itu bukan pilihan. Tapi kalau motivasi buat kerjaan apa ya? Maaf kalau seandainya Rai sedikit menyinggung atau memberikan saran yang jelek, tapi menurut Rai motivasi yang baik untuk pekerjaan itu adalah apa yang membuatmu senang. Apakah melihat ibumu senang membuatmu senang? Apakah memberikan kanan dan perhatian spesial kepada peliharaanmu membuatmu senang? Apakah membeli barang-barang hobimu membuatmu senang? Gitu. Dan ada beberapa hal yang kita bisa beli dengan uang, meskipun orang-orang bilang uang itu tidak bisa membuatmu bahagia. It's actually tidak sepenuhnya benar. Uang sendiri itu tidak bisa membuat bahagia, tapi apa yang dibeli dengan uang itu bisa memberikan kebahagiaan dengan cara tertentu. Mungkin dengan hadiah-hadiah, atau mungkin dengan jerih payahmu kamu bisa memberikan sesuatu kepada orang yang kamu suka. Mungkin dengan jerih payahmu kamu bisa menyenangkan diri, bisa membeli Figma, mungkin bisa membeli game, bisa membeli konsol. Itu tergantung. Tapi kalau hal-hal seperti itu tidak membuatmu tidak menaikkan kesenanganmu, seperti memberikan kado atau memberikan perhatian khusus pada dirimu sendiri dengan cara beli game, bermain game dan sebagainya gitu, itu terserah. Mungkin kamu hanya butuh makan, mungkin kamu butuh untuk kebutuhan primer dan sekunder itu begitu. Kembali ke topik. Berarti sebelum Rai anggota IPD, apa sebenarnya satu dimensi MS pernah kontak sama Rai? Yes, pasti ada possibility, karena possibility-nya itu infinity. Pasti ada kamu dan aku pernah berkontakan satu sama lain. Kak, inmates apa? Inmates itu, maaf OT, tidak apa-apa. Inmates itu adalah fan name untuk follower Rai Galilei. Yes, Rai sampai sekarang masih merasa setiap kali mendengar follower atau fans, because I feel like you're more of a fan. Rai lebih merasa inmates itu sebagai lebih dekat seperti teman dan keluarga begitu. Not fans. I don't even sure if anyone have anything to fan me with. Yes. Now that you put it, it's a quite way to carry, right? Just ever feel like I need to live a good life for other guys or something like that? Yes, of course. We all have something like that in common. It's actually kind of funny, because every now and then we would think like that and we'll feel like, hey, I feel you or something like that, and we will actually understand, because having the weight of being an IPD itself, it's already huge. Needing to be able to live a good life, or at least worthy of all the infinite prize in the entire universe, is quite heavy burden to carry by itself. You basically killed yourself in many infinite possibilities. Ray, have you ever think of maybe stepping down from IPD considering a month's but it must be I'm tired? Of course. But sometimes when you feel like you're tired and you want to step down, imagine all of the other people that you can save. Imagine all of the other people that is suffering from all kind of possibility. Imagine all the people that needs you. You just can't feel tired. There is no moment for you to think that you're tired, because when you do, everyone is the weight of everyone counting on weights on your back so hard, way more than you're tired. That's what I'm saying. Wahai puasa antar semesta, bisakah saya bertanya kejahatan apa saja yang bisa dilakukan di sana dan makhluk apa yang melakukannya? Kejahatan apa saja yang dilakukan di sana dan makhluk apa yang melakukannya? Oke. Kejahatan yang akan membuat para IPD menyerbumu adalah satu adalah kamu pindah dari dimensi satu ke dimensi yang lainnya tanpa sepengetahuan IPD. Ini kalau kamu melakukan ini, itu kamu masuk penjara. Yes, kita akan menyerang. Kalau kamu pindah ke dimensi lain, meskipun dengan sepengetahuan IPD, terus kamu membuat honor di dimensi lain, kita serang juga. Begitu. Kalau seandainya kamu membuat honor di dimensimu sendiri, bahkan sampai menghapus dimensimu, IPD nggak bakal tangkap kamu. No. we won't. Soalnya itu masih kejahatan di dalam dimensimu sendiri. Kalau masalahnya ada dimensimu sendiri, berarti itu bukan masalah IPD. Itu lebih ke masalah departemen dimensi, bukan departemen interdimensi. Begitu. Do you think IPD still keeps the file of many different versions of member attendance series or deleted or determined memories? They do. They still have it back in the database. Should I look at it? I don't think that's healthy. But yes, I'm not gonna. Even though I feel like I wanted to, I have to, I need to know, I don't think that's a healthy thing to do. But yes, they do. I'm curious, what's gonna happen if I break some rules, like do some crime, etc.? It's the same as the jail thing. The same the jail thing. But the difference is there is no jail 1 or jail 2. There's only jail 3 and 5. Jail 3, 4, 5. Also 6. 6 is basically execution. So if you do something bad in IPD, you either go jail 3, 4, 5, or you're dead. Basically like that. Roughly put it like that or something like that. You still have the adult choice. I wonder what kind of crimes we did that we end up in IPD jail. Hello Rai, hello. Hai Kak Hamno, hello Rai, hello. Or sa internal dimensi. Yes. I see. Basic IP doesn't give a damn if you erase your own dimension. Yes, we don't. It's actually excruciating to see another dimension destroys itself. We wanted to go there as on our own. We wanted to go there with all of our power to actually stop it. But we can't. There's a protocol. And if we do, we get sent to jail. Not only get sent to jail, you're probably going to be stripped down and going to have like a period where you can't really go anywhere from your house for a while now. You comment too much love. Apakah di salah satu dimensi terdapat dunia yang kita sebut isekai, dan apakah Rai pernah berkunjung di sana? Isekai. Apa itu isekai? Mari kita cari. Isekai itu adalah oke. Jadi isekai itu lebih ke genre. Isekai itu lebih ke jika kamu berpindah dari bumi kamu sekarang ke dunia lain, ke dimensi lain, universal lain, virtual dunia lain, itu namanya isekai. Jadi basically Rai di IPD, terus Rai ada misi ke dimensi 5, itu Rai kena isekai, kena genre isekai. So kalau kamu itu bertanya terdapat dunia kita sebut isekai, semua dimensi itu udah termasuk isekai. Begitu. Apakah Rai pernah berkunjung di sana? Rai setiap kali bermisi itu pasti berpindah-pindah dimensi. It's something to harus no, unless you transcend dimension to get to your sim mate question mark, then yes. What are you drawing, Rai? I'm basically just explaining about things, yes? Yes, sir, I plead guilty of stealing baggages at the death penalty. Oh, yeah. Rai, kalau mau naik tingkat buat jadi atasan, IPD butuh waktu berapa lama? I'm not, there is some time that you need to do, like there is some kind of missions that you need to do, the classification of missions, the work time, the how many missions have you go into, how many achievement do you have, it affects a lot on the what's it called, promotion. Hello, Rai. Hello. Has there ever been somebody in party trying to hardly mention that threats of getting punished for that? Yes, of course. Anything you think about is almost possible. Really. Anything you think about is almost possible. There is one person, and basically he is still in the level 5 jail. Even until now. It's been such a long time. I actually kind of miss him now. Do you believe in the idea of parallel universes? Of course I believe in ideas of parallel universes because basically that's where I work. I go to multiple parallel dimensions to save their dimension and came back to my dimension. I have gone to countless of dimensions in my missions. I mean, like, not countless, like hundreds probably. Dimas siapa? Ada good for class. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you for coming. Redemption 101 with Rai. Yes. Apakah setiap berpindah dimensi penampilan Rai akan berubah? No. Actually not. Tapi Rai akan menggunakan kostum yang berbeda karena setiap tempat itu mempunyai norma masing-masing begitu. Sorry, Rai punya kata motivasi kayak buat mereka yang sedang berjuang menuntut ilmu. Oke. Begini. Bagi kalian yang sedang menuntut ilmu, disclaimer ya, maaf sekali kalau seandainya saran Rai itu sedikit menyinggung atau tidak baik. Silakan proses saran ini dengan hati nurani masing-masing. Jangan terlalu dimasukkan ke dalam hati secara langsung, difilter seperti itu. Rai juga sedikit sedang jadi Rai kurang tahu jika ini adalah saran yang baik atau tidak begitu. Kata-kata motivasi tentang sedang berjuang untuk ilmu begini. Mengapa kita menuntut ilmu? Mengapa kita saat pertama kali masuk sekolah kita diberikan pilihan, enggak dikasih pilihan sih, tidak diberikan pilihan dan kita diberikan banyak teori tentang berbagai macam jenis mata pelajaran. Karena tentunya nanti saat kamu sudah di tempat pelajaran yang lebih tinggi lagi, kamu dapat memilih dari berbagai jurusan itu. Namun itu tidak seluruhnya benar. Kan bertanya, tadi mulai bingung cara ngobrolnya. Alasan mengapa kamu diajarkan berbagai banyak hal, meskipun nanti tidak ada hubungannya sama sekali dengan pekerjaanmu di future, di masa depan, itu karena manusia itu setiap hari itu selalu berkembang. Kalian yang baru saja belajar, baru masuk sekolah, diberikan materi tentang apa yang manusia telah temui dari bertahun-tahun itu. Jika seandainya kamu tidak diberitahu tentang minimal basic dari standar manusia, takutnya nanti di masa depan kalian tidak bisa mengajarkan ilmu itu kembali, dan saat dibutuhkan, di saat waktu yang krisis dibutuhkan itu, kamu tidak bisa menyelesaikannya begitu. Manusia itu berkembang dengan trial dan error. Mengapa kamu belajar? Agar kamu, kalau seandainya ada error, manusia bisa sukses, bisa lulus dari ujian tersebut. Jadi kalau seandainya dirimu bertanya tentang motivasi untuk belajar, kalau secara logika Rai seperti itu, tapi kalau secara logika yang lain, kamu itu belajar untuk masa depan yang lebih cerah. Kamu itu belajar supaya nanti manusia-manusia yang tidak mengerti yang baik dan yang buruk yang mana itu berkurang populasinya. Apakah kalian melihat sekitar kalian? Kalau seandainya ada beberapa manusia yang bodoh yang mulai menghancurkan dunia, begitu. Siapa tahu nanti kamu di masa depan saat kamu sudah belajar banyak, kamu bisa perbaiki dunia, dan seandainya tidak, kamu dapat berkontribusi dengan tidak menghancurkan dunia. Ya, itu bukan tempat yang baik untuk memberikan motivasi, tapi Rai hanya bisa memberikan sudut pandang Rai tentang belajar. Kalau seandainya kamu pengen belajar tentang suatu hal yang lebih kayak kamu merasa lebih seperti hobi, itu juga tidak apa-apa. Siapa tahu nanti kamu dapat berkontribusi kepada dunia yang kamu jalani sebagai salah satu orang yang dipandang tinggi, sebagai salah satu orang patokan untuk murid-murid yang baru belajar dari dirimu. Jika kamu melihat sekitarmu, bukanlah kalian melihat ada beberapa anak kecil yang sudah mulai jago sekali gambar gitu. Ada orang di sekitarmu yang jago sekali bikin coding gitu. Ada yang jago sekali bermain FPS game meskipun dia masih kecil gitu, tapi dia udah jago banget gitu. Ada. Tuh. Manusia itu terus berkembang. Oleh karena itu kita semua harus berkembang secara bersama-sama. Gitu. Rai, siapa pendiri PD, siapa rekan kerja yang paling Rai percaya? Itu adalah classification. Itu terklasifikasi. Tidak boleh. Aku mau tanya, apakah peningkat dari tinggi Hey, Ray, does the game comes from another dimension speaker? It comes from my speaker. Is that interdimensional? Halo Ray, selamat sore. Bagaimana kabar sore? Apakah sudah makan sore? Jangan lupa stay hydrated ya. Tentu saja, terima kasih. Tapi Ray sudah makan. Yes, terima kasih untuk mengecek. New custom teaser? No. Motivation by the Kenapa Rai milih dimensi atau planet ini untuk menghabiskan waktu libur? Kenapa bukan dimensi atau planet yang lain? Karena Rai itu ditugaskannya di dimensi ini. Kalau seandainya Rai ditugaskannya di dimensi yang lain, maka Rai tidak akan masuk ke NIJISANJI. Yes. Karena kebetulan Rai lagi dapat dimensi yang ini, jadinya Rai menghabiskan waktunya juga di sini. It's okay, it's nice hearing our thoughts about it. Thank you. I like this view of life. Kinda wish I had it really much. So basically, as we find out something by trial and error, and reason why we learn something like breaker and embrace and techniques, so common knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, it's basically because human continues to develop. Humans continue to develop. The reason why you're studying is because humans continue to develop, and for them to, in case there's another error that they make from the past, they could hastily solve the problems because they have learned about it. They have learned about their past. They have learned about their mistake, and you know how to fix that mistake, so you can basically take. Human will continue to grow. That's why you feel like school is getting harder, because human continues to grow, which is pretty good. Because our brains slowly expand. Imagine like thousands years ago we're just ooga booga, and now we're basically all cybernetic and computery. That's human growth. I mean, like, just looking at this 100 years, don't you feel like we have grown so much? Imagine what we can achieve in one in more 100 more years. I'm wondering what the most bizarre paradigm of physics you think. Do you know Torigo? Do you guys know Torigo? Do you guys know Torigo? It's basically that anime that's everything, almost everything is basically food. It's that world. It's something like that. It's kind of weird. But there is something more weirder. Basically, we can't see in that world. Basically, the only thing that we can it's the lag. The world is lagging. Imagine you put down a glass, and then in your eyes, the glass just puts down itself after 3 seconds. Now imagine somebody tries to kill you. You'll die. That's why it's one of the most scariest thing in my memories, at least. If the alphabet on your dimension is different than ours, yes, we do actually. We learn alphabet. I think. Oh no, wait, have I? Yeah, so like basically, there is another whole kind of alphabet that we make. Like we make for IPD. The reason of that is because we came from many different cultures and everything. That's why we need this one alphabet and one, what's it called, language for us to be together, something like that. Okay. Maybe we'll see something we never see in the next 10 years or so. Yeah, right? It's not the one. It's quite an interesting point of view. Thanks for sharing your mind. Oh, fuck. Kayak mau tanya, can I ask for something? Go ahead. Silahkan. Thank you for explaining that. That lagging dimension is basically King Crimson. Yes. King Crimson. It's basically King Crimson. Yes. The Wi-Fi connection universe. The laggy dimension. Halo. Apa yang baru Rai pelajari setelah jadi anggota yang mengubah Rai memandang dunia? Apa hal baru yang Rai pelajari setelah menjadi anggota IPD yang mengubah Rai memandang dunia? The thing is, Rai don't remember any sort of memories before I turn to IPD. I think it's in the protocol that we need to erase our memories and everything. We're basically detached from the world, or have any attachment to the world at all. Kita itu Rai itu tidak bisa mengingat semua hal sebelum Rai menjadi IPD. Mungkin itu dari salah satu dari protokol. Kita tidak bisa mempunyai hubungan antar dunia, hubungan yang kita punya sebelumnya itu tidak ada dia. Rai berarti jadi polisi. Kalau jadi polisi di bumi kalian, oh saya nggak tahu. Tapi kalau jadi IPD, yes, tentu saja. Berat. Ada banyak hal yang Rai rasakan sebagai IPD. Yes. Ada beribu-ribu hari yang Rai ingat hingga sekarang masih menghantui pikiran Rai. Yes. Jadi IPD itu meskipun di sana tertera polisi, kita itu bukan polisi. Kita itu lebih kayak army. Kita lebih kayak tentara ya. Yang namanya harus IAD, Interdimensional Army Department. But no, we're basically stick with IPD. I see, man. I'm actually wondering, right, how old are you in this dimension year? I'm basically based on your time, right? It's basically no, I forgot Rai's age. I'm sorry, can somebody tell me what age? I think I've said it before, but I kind of forgot. The chance of Rai being Mexican is not zero, and I'm optimistic. It's nice to dream. Even your family, even my family. I don't remember anything. Not the world, not the family, not the time, not the space, not even the grass, not even the smell of air. I don't remember anything at all. When you enter IPD, you're basically baby. You're basically baby. Jadi memori sebelum jadi anggota itu dapat yes, everything. Great. So when you're first hired in IPD and entered the academy, do you have any knowledge about, say, language from your urgent dimension or any common possible in it? We're babies. We're basically babies. Imagine a huge man baby, but literal man baby. We're baby. Something like that. Walk. Walk. I do. Did I really? Then I guess I'm still 21. You're a baby. It's forever 21. And I like flashback or something like that. No, I don't. I don't have any kind of flashback at all. The only kind of flashback I feel is the flashback I get from my missions. Everyone entering the IPD, be a man child. Yes. Yes. You guys just not well. Hey, apakah punya berada dalam satu dimensi yang sama dengan Kak Rai? Untuk kalian yang tidak tahu, Rai baru dapat penyak itu. Rai baru ada penyak itu nggak lama setelah Rai menjadi NIJISANJI ID. Yes. Rai itu datang dari dimensi lain, dari dimensi yang dunianya dihancurkan oleh penduduk dimensi lain. Yes. The level of intelligence is the same but no memory. The level of intelligence is not the same. We're basically baby. We basically resetting from zero again. We don't know anything or intelligence wise at all. We're just, well, your original small baby, like baby that just came out of your mother. That baby. Literal man baby scary bingo. Imagine baby man. Exactly, but that kind of thing is normal for us, really. That's why we don't really see from, well, face, because maybe there's a person who's already like 50 years old with the age of like a very young baby. I don't know. Nothing exists. Maybe there's somebody with age of 8 years old but like with a body of like 60 years old. That happens. Satu dari mana? Dari semenjak Rai hidup. Yes. Oh, maksudnya Rai dari semenjak Rai dihapus ingatan. If I recall, was it your friend who named her Penya? Yes, it is. Out of 10, Rise 12. Okay. Hey, hello, I'm back. What did I miss? Not much, really. Wow. It's normal, really. So, is Rai even Earth human? Is he? Okay. Yeah. Seperti itu. Rai, can I speak Indonesian for you? Go ahead. Just like in the rule, if you want to speak Indonesian, then go ahead and speak Indonesian. Kalau sebenarnya kamu berbicara dengan bahasa Indonesia, maka Rai akan Membalasnya dengan bahasa Indonesia, tidak usah malu-malu. Emang dari lahir rambutnya warna-warni apa bagaimana? Yes. For those who didn't know, jadi bayangkan rambut kamu pertama kali itu warnanya hitam. Yes. Semakin tua kamu akan semakin mempunyai suatu hal yang bernama uban dan rambutmu akan berwarna putih. Itu perbedaannya kalau di IPD itu, kita itu biasanya melihat dari uban kita. Yang biru ungu ini itu uban. Semakin banyak uban berarti kamu semakin tanda kutip tua di IPD. Jadi rambut yang warna-warni ini itu uban. Mengapa Rai bisa mendapatkan uban seperti ini? Jadi ubannya itu, jadi ada suatu hal di IPD itu, kita mempunyai teknologi bernama SOTA, SOTA, State of the Arts. State of the Arts ini itu adalah kemampuan untuk mengontrol partikel yang bisa mengubah elemen-elemen sekitar kita begitu. Bayangkan aja avatar, tapi kita punya semangat. Bayangkan saja avatar. Dan jika kita menggunakan itu terlalu banyak, lebih dari kapasitas yang bisa kita lakukan, biasanya uban-ubannya itu mulai tumbuh. Semakin banyak uban yang kita punya, semakin kurang kekuatan avatar kita. Begitu. Jadi semakin tua orang itu, semakin lemah orang. Ubannya Rai gede. Gitu. I'm old. Rai sorry turning into Popeye's vlog. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say that. You said IPD members can respond. How does that actually work? Okay. So basically, we as IPD is a very valuable asset. When there is this, imagine a. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna draw that. This one. First, imagine there's a factory. Imagine there's a factory. This factory is basically a factory that makes spare body. Yes. So like this makes spare body. So each a couple of few months we get one life. Imagine Super Mario. Each of couple of months you get one life. Yes. And basically, imagine this is our main body. When we die, we get killed or something like that, as long as it's not because of SOTA. When we die, our memory is going to be transported back to the factory and then going to get inside the replacement body. Something like that. If you die with no spare body at all, you die. Because memory doesn't last too long because it's so big. If there's no replacement body, the memory is going to disappear bit by bit, and eventually you die. Apa Rai tidak gerah pakai jaket tiap hari atau tempat Rai memang dingin banget? Tidak gerah, soalnya jaketnya tidak gerah. Rai suka jaket, yes. Begitu. Mata biru Rai, apa itu bawaan lahir? Jadi begini. Yes. About my eyes. Jadi mata Rai. Khusus untuk unit Galilei. Khusus untuk unit Galilei, kita itu mempunyai beberapa karakteristik khusus seperti matanya bisa berubah-ubah warna untuk apa namanya, untuk apa sih kok, untuk beradaptasi dengan sekelilingnya. Jadi ada beberapa dunia di mana emang sedikit susah untuk manusia biasa untuk menangkap cahaya, jadi kita akan sedikit buta begitu. Galilean itu mempunyai mata khusus di mana kita matanya bisa berubah-ubah warna dan berubah-ubah karakteristik matanya untuk menangkap cahaya dengan lebih baik. Jadinya kita itu intinya kita tidak bisa minus, tidak bisa plus. Rai itu matanya bisa warna-warni rainbow, soalnya Rai kebanyakan berganti-ganti terus. Matanya nggak bisa diganti, soalnya matanya Rai itu rusak pas lagi nggak ada replacement baru. Jadinya rusak matanya permanen seperti itu. Makanya sekarang ada rainbow-nya seperti itu. Ada spare bodies. Oh wait. Apakah Anda tahu berapa sisa spare body yang mereka punya? Tentu saja. Kita itu kita kayak dikasih tahu spare body kita tinggal berapa. Biasanya setiap kita kali memasuki mission itu kita minimal harus punya seminimalnya mungkin 7 atau enggak 10. Soalnya mati dalam mission itu adalah sebuah hal yang wajar. Karena satu, kita tidak tahu dunia seperti apa. Dua, pasti musuh mempunyai plan taktik yang bagus, karena kalau mereka udah bisa nembus dimensi pasti taktiknya udah bagus banget gitu. Tiga, kita tidak mau ada, kalau seandainya kita terjebak, kita bisa pulang. Itu fungsinya credits, quote unquote credits. We call it as credits. Spare body we call it as credits. Begitu. Spare bodies constantly being produced over schedule once a week plus produced right? They constantly being produced, but we only get one body in each couple of few months, like around 6, I think. It depends. During dangerous mission or wars, do team bring spare bodies all around in the vehicle or medical bag or something? No. All kinds of spare body will stay in the IPD factory. If you die in a mission, you will go back to the IPD. Basically like that. That's why usually we would put a quote unquote station for us to go back and forth the places we need to be. Basically put bed in Minecraft. No, not really, not put bed. Basically a teleporter, basically a portal. We establish portal. So perfect vision all the time? Yes, perfect vision all the time. Tidak bisa minus, my eyes can't. Aku pinjam mata boleh? No, nggak boleh. Rusak aja. By the way, can your leg be replaced by new leg since you have a spare body? Yes. So basically, when we don't have a spare body available, we're going to not every kind. How do you say this? Yes. Spare body is basically following the current body's what is it? Physics? If you have like a very fit body and then your legs got blasted off, and then you still have 1 credit at home because that body is still new, still fresh from the store, you can quote unquote, that's bad. You can just exchange your own body to the new body because you have a leg. But in my case, I don't have any more credits, and basically, the factory cannot make a body with a leg because my because the memory of my body is in the state of me not having legs. It's kind of hard to explain. How much paper do you have now, or something you cannot share? I can't share that. Summon back on death. You get summoned back on the base on death. Mataku menangis mendengar tentang matanya yang kira punya perfection. Go man. Tolong, ini suaranya campur-campur, aku harus fokus dengerin siapa. Saya mau tukar mata nggak? Nande? No. Oh no, I can't read that. Oh no, can somebody translate? Oh man. Any good reason why you went for regular and not Quran? That is. So basically, you're broke right now. Ooh. You mean my leg? I don't have leg, but I have like my metal leg. The body doesn't remember the legs. Yes, the body doesn't remember the leg. Oh, maybe I need to draw it to make it understand this. So basically, like, here's a factory again. Here's a factory, and then basically, imagine you have a body, you have a spirit body, and then your real body loses your leg. You can exchange your own body with a new body because this body basically have a leg. But if you don't have any of those, like there's no spare body or something like that, when you lost a leg, and then like it's going to take some time for the factory to reproduce your body, and when the time actually comes, even if your body is still full, your body doesn't remember that you have a leg or something like that, because it takes a little bit too long for it to have a leg. Begitu. Something. Then after the exchange happen, what do you do to the old body? It's dead. So the spare body is kind of like a blank template that will customize itself depending on who died. Yes. No. No, it's not. It's basically your body. It's basically, imagine you clone any of you. Yes. It's specific. That's why it takes so much time, because like there is a lot of people in IPD. And we don't have like our personal chamber for like duplication of credits. That's why it takes quite long time for us to have our own body. It's going to take long for us to have a credit. I should have asked for a very long. It's going to be weird when your body is small but your legs are long though. Nyaho Rai, apa ko telat? A little bit, but you're okay. Jeda dari dead body ke new body, berapa lama apa setelah ganti langsung turun ke lapangan? Jeda dari dead body ke new body. Kalau seandainya kamu punya credits di sini, kalau kamu punya credits, if you died, you automatically in 1 second go to your body, your new body. Your new body will walk. You will walk into a portal that we have set in said universe. Gitu. Badan baru kamu itu bakal bisa kembali ke portal yang udah kita set di universe sebelah. Jadi dalam 1 detik akan ke body baru, dari body baru kamu bisa kembali ke dunia situ, begitu. Begitu. Halo Rai, harus konegasimas baru di sini. Sorry, Selamat datang di streamnya Rai. Jadi lo nggak Rai lo. Something. Oh gitu. Did kalian have the same face as you? I make it. No. The reason why Rai is small because Rai have suffered a disease. Not a disease. It's more like maybe it is a deformation. It basically like because I traveled with a portal in the wrong way, my body shrunk. Something like that. There is a couple of people who have similar things like I do, but not that much. But there is other people. Yes. Aku kemarin beli vouchernya jungkir balik nanti. Kenapa? Lihat gimana aku berkeran untuk mengunjungi Saturnus. True. Terlihat seperti Saturnus. The credit made in schedule or like random, it could be like around 5 or 6 or even 7 months. It depends, but sometimes like around 6. Commonly it's 6, but if there's something wrong, usually it takes a little bit longer. Only a little bit. Hello Raihan, can you give us a quick recap of the backstory of your hair highlights? Basically, my hair highlight is because I use too many. Wait, no. Okay, so basically the reason of the reason of my highlight. In IPD, it doesn't matter when your body is big or small because we will basically never grow again. The only thing that can be counted as old or young is from our hair. Here, yeah, here. Very ugly hair, but okay. From our hair. Yes. So basically, our hair change depends on how much we use sota. Quality depend on how much we use sota. Wait, I forgot. So basically, the more we use sota, the more our hair will turn into many kind of colors. Many kind of. So the more color you have in your hair, that means the more time you have used your sota, more than you're supposed to be. Sota jane, sota. The more time that we use sota, yes, more than we have to. Like, for example, our quantity of sota is basically like this much, but we use it this much. The more you do this, the more your hair is going to change, and it actually will make you weaker and weaker every day. So when your hair is completely white, your capability of sota is almost zero. You're not supposed to be on field. It's just as shota. Shota jane. Sota. It's state of the arts. Sota. There has RPG music lesson now. The more you sota, the more stylish you look. Nah, that's one way to put it, but no. Begitu. Seperti itu. Okay. Is it possible for your hair to go white very fast if you use all of your sota? Yes and no. So basically, like, imagine this is the quantity of how much you can use sota. Imagine it's your mana. Imagine this is your MP. Imagine this is your MP. This is your MP. This is your limit. If you use it more than your limit, it's going to slowly alter your hair. Something. It's going to slowly alter your hair. You can keep on using it, but it will be very hard. It's kind of unbearable, and your hair will start to change. Keep me simple. No. Old school detergent guy in the bathroom with cover hair. What's his? Can you just change your body to remove the uban? We can't, because basically when we go back to our body, new body, our hair instantly change by itself. Because sota is not from your body. It doesn't come from your body. It comes from your mind power, and your mind power is something that gets transferred into the new body. So that's why your hair turns back to the core state, because your mind is basically splitting itself to use the sota. Hey, please draw bone, Nani. Nande? Bone. What will happen? What will happen if somebody get discarded by them? Discarded? The IPD doesn't discard people, but when they do something wrong, they're basically going to be deleted by the entire universe. Nobody going to remember you. Nobody's going to know anything about you. You're basically non-existent. Kalau mengurusi sota nggak perlu kaksan terdapat kecat rambut. Rambutnya nggak bisa dicat lagi kalau saya ada berubah. Seandainya misalnya Rai pengen kuningin rambutnya lagi gitu, nanti catnya langsung luntur. Entah kenapa. Begitu. Sota hair. Sota hair. Oh Your sota is bad but pretty. No. If your hair becomes completely white, can you still use sota? It's the equivalent when you're very old and then you're very weak. You can try to lift a glass, but you're going to be really shaky. You're very weak. Your sota is going to be supremely weak. It's better that you don't even use sota at all. What about, say, a dimension where white hair or rainbow hair is common for everyone? How do you differentiate them from sota overuse? The only person who can use a sota is people of IPD. But if there is somebody from another universe that is an IPD with rainbow hair, we don't know. We could know by trying to color their hair in other color, because the color won't stick it out. But other than that, no, they're basically almost undetectable. Kirain gulu-gulu ternyata char still. No, charnya lagi still, gomen. Oh, deleted from existence. What is your earliest memory? I could hardly remember much nowadays. I could hardly remember any memories at all, really. The most recent memory that I can remember is the memory of the last ball. Basically, the days before I lost my leg. A day before I lost my leg. If someone died because their sota is in 0, they can't respond. Because even though you transfer your mind, you're basically already brain dead. That's so harsh, but in the same time, when your mind is already dead and you try to transfer your mind into a new body, your mind is still dead. So it's permanent. It is permanent. Rai pakai wig aja. Kenapa? Can you even recover after you get that white hair face? No. You're basically an old man. You're not even supposed to be on the field.
They're supposed to be, well, jadi dosen or something like that. Become dosen. Apa keluarga Rai ada juga yang ubannya warna-warni? Keluarga Rai? Rai nggak punya keluarga, tapi Rai punya teammate. Tentu saja ada. Mempunyai rambut warna-warni itu common. Rambut warna-warni itu suatu hal yang sangat wajar di ID. Can you go to a dream world like your Kohai Reza? Dream world is a different thing. We can see the dream, but that requires another new technology. But that's not a thing that we're supposed to be doing. But can we do it? Yes, we can. Because basically, not really. It's basically the same as heaven and hell. Not really. Dream is basically another type of dimension, which is not complex, but in the same time, it's not something that we have to tap in. Because why? But can I go to the dream world? No, I can't. Can I see the dream? Yes, I can. Somehow can't imagine IBDB dying people. Right? Imagine bringing a bucket of paint and just. Have you ever met a magical police? Do you know? I mean, basically, Maho Sojo is a magical girl. Turn the police, it becomes magical police. Yes, I do. I did. Hello, Rai. Hello. Hi, Rai. I'm back. Welcome back. Wait, you lose your leg? I'm new. I'm sorry. It's okay. Yes, I lost my leg. Now my leg is robot. It's okay. I'm all because just retire and get a desk job. Yes, retire and get a desk job. You're my little fuck job. Nanda. Is there a girl police in the IPD? Of course there is. Even things that are not classified as a male or female, not because of the gender thing, but because either they have both or either they have some kind of other type of reproduction tool. There's a lot. We have so many species. We're not just human. Even human is not called human. Apakah di dimensi karya ada himuna? Tentu saja ada. Have you even tried to assign to back to past with fixed or make a paradox and make it more all? If I do that, no, I would not. It's classified. It's classified. I mean, like, it's classified. Maybe you need to ask Lila for that. It's classified. Yeah, it's classified. I can say it again. It is classified. Hello, Rai. I'm from Malaysia. Oh, hello, people from Malaysia. Hello. Magical girl, Rai. Nade. Hello, Rai. I don't know if this already asked before, but the outfit you wear is the interdimensional police outfit or just your casual outfit. So basically, the IPD have this kind of two choices. You can every couple of few years or months, I forgot, you're going to be able to pick either you can make your own costume, but you need to put an IPD logo somewhere in your costume, or you can use the IPD standard costume that they design and change every few years. Something like that. Magical girl life record ada. Before I got killed by PD, just imagine was universe where Rai was a magical girl. Oh ya, Rai, makhluk apa yang matas di dimensi ini? Di dimensimu maksudnya? Itu informasi terklasifikasi. No. Magical girl, Rai? No. So travel is classified. I think there was a stream where we joke about Madam being term criminal videos. Phone. Phone good. Funny phone. Do you live in secrecy like FBI, or do you live like police in Earth, like wearing and showing that they are the police? So basically in IPD we're free to do anything. We're basically just like, well, when you go to work and then you come back to your house, you feed your pet or something. The same thing in our own pocket dimension, in the IPD dimension. But when we go to another universe, we have to, of course, live in a secrecy. If we go to another universe, we live in secrecy. I don't think we have seen IPD logo. Is that classified? It is classified because if you see the IPD logo, doesn't that mean you will actually notice, wait a minute, I think I see that before or something like that. Everyone in each ID is terminal community. Final education stream about universe. Something like that. It's been a while since I actually go out in a group. Most of the times I would go out on my own. I would do the mission solo because of well, the mission is rarely it's really a fight type kind of situation, and basically I'm just there to fix things. That's kind of not as big of a problem, which is good. But at the same time, I kind of miss the atmosphere of going out with. Hello, hello. Oh, it's already 5:20. I'm gonna end the stream soon. Is there one police in one dimension, or is there like more than one police? That is classified. But basically, in every dimension, there's going to be a member of IP. Sorry, kind of need. Do you have a house at Earth, usually going busy and thus anywhere you can at another universe? I would rest anywhere I can every time I go to another universe. I do not have a house in Earth. Apa aku yang baru sadar 23, 24, 23 itu bisa? It's okay. Kadang-kadang ada orang yang baru sadar karena bacanya kan pakai bahasa Jepang. Plus that it wasn't a collaboration. It wasn't. There's an infinite dimension, so there's infinite number of IPD. Not really. Interdimensional hotels. I was preparing for the 25K stream. That is a thing that I wanted to do, but it requires quite of a brainstorm, so it's going to take a while. In the 25K stream, I'm going to talk about lots of things about 25K. Maybe sing a little bit, but I'm going to mostly talk about the 25K. I'm probably going to be mostly talk about the membership, because in the same time I'm going to try to open a membership. Apakah boleh ilustrasikan senjata yang digunakan Reza dalam misi? Is there a film that needs to be taken? Oh, I mean, I can. Not really. Maybe I can. It's kind of hard to explain, and I'm kind of suck at explaining my weapon. Guns need to be taken down more than 15 police. Yes, There is a villain that needs to be taken down with more than 15. If you're interested in one of my stories, I will tell that another time. Saya sudah menangkap berapa penjahat? Banyak, Reh tidak bisa menghitung. Cannot wait for the celebrations, can't wait, thank you. Okay, so basically, Rai's weapon is mostly, I can't really draw the weapon, I can only like tell you what the type of kind of weapon. The design is kind of complex, but use your imagination. Actually, I don't mind if everyone is trying to like draw my weapon, because I know it's kind of funny. Every time somebody try to draw my weapon, it's always like a revolver, which is actually a good gun, but like I wish it could be something else, but it's actually pretty good. The revolver is good. But yes, so basically Dimas. So basically my types of weapons. Oh, listen, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, thank you. Is it a gun? Yes, it is a gun. The fan comic was great. I like it very much, though. I like it very much, yes. Maybe I wanted to tell the Japanese members about my origins as well, but at the same time I can't do Japanese. Talking about something like that, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who made clips of my streams. I even saw some people actually make a full clip of one entire stream. I'm so very thankful and glad that you do. Thank you very much for you who would spend your time to make that. I'm very happy. Thank you. Something like a desert eagle. Since I get very professional work apart, lots of experience with fluffy stuff by how you raise your stress from work. Since I get you very professional at work and have lots of experience, is the usual fluffy ride is how you release your stress. What that mean? It's basically when you're on work and when you're not on work. You all have that kind of mode, you know? Imagine, Nerf gun. Saya pernah gambar pistol di kelas 1 pertama kan? Yes, I do actually. It's basically like I can only like tell you, but I can't really draw. It's really complex. Basically, it's one of my weapon is a gun. All of my weaponries in the entire my mission is one of it. The only thing that I use to draw is well, let's just imagine it's a gun. It's a gun with a blade. It's a gun with a blade, something like that. It's a gun with a blade. It goes pew 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 pew. That's one of it. A gun with a blade. And then basically there is weapon that can turn into a sword, and it's a weapon that is a sword and shield. The sword and shield can be combined to make something else along with the gun and turn into a rifle. The blade goes downward, the blade goes downward. Trying to feel a friendly way, not a friendly way. Thank you. Do you have any melee option or you just do kung fu? I do have melee options. My quote unquote gun blade is one of my melee options. Also the sword and shield. Any throwable weapons? Yes, I do. Basically we have this grenade. Basically we have this grenade that if you throw it, it's going to explode. It's a cluster bomb. It's a cluster grenade. I can make sense of the blade on the gun. It's basically like this is the sharp side. This is the sharp side. The sharp side. This is the sharp side. We hold it like this. So when you hold it, you turn to ninja. Nothing like that. Are this weapon for gun unit only or for other units too? It's basically every class have its own recommended weapon, and basically the gun is mostly used by the Galilean members because it's small, it's compact, you can run with it or something. What is the main color of your sim of your weapon? Asking for final purposes. It's white with yellow. It's white with blue some. It's white with sky blue some. So it's like a knuckle blade or something. Yes, it's like a knuckle blade. You have something non-lethal for immobile target like a stun gun? I do. Basically, we can just change the bullet. I mean, stun gun is basically like the gun that you deploy like then, and then there's like this thing, and then deploys electricity, something like that, right? So ours is basically in the bullet. In case I haven't tell you guys about my specific sotas, I can. Hello, Ray. Hello. I can change the bullet. I can make my own bullet, and then this bullet is going to have different effects depending on what I want. If I want the bullet to be able to electrocute the enemy, the bullet will become a electrocution bullet, which will electrocute the target depending on how much voltage I put into the bullet. I can also generate heat from the bullet. The bullet using sota. The bullet does not use sota, but I can make the sota bullet. That's one of my specialties. I can make an actual explosive round. I can make a bullet that would pierce through steel because it's hot. I could make an extra sharp bullet. I can change the bullet. I can change the bullet structure in any types of ways I want. The sword and shield weapon is combined like Aegis weapon, or is it separate? Oh, it's going to be combined like Aegis slash. that's not one way to put it, but it's basically going to be combined with the gun. With the gun to be turned into a rifle. Does gun look like Earth gun aesthetic, alien-like? It's there is one way to actually explain the it's almost but not the same. It's kind of similar to the weapons you see in Phantasy Star. Yes, in Phantasy Star. Yes. Ah, with the power of Sota. Yes, with the power of Sota. He can make heart wallet, right? Oi! Natawa te. Ini mau gambar apa? Gambar tentang soalnya. Oh no, ini cuma gambar tentang dunianya Rai saja begitu. Yang pang aesthetic? Oh no. Like mau nanya dong Rai, nah jadi gitu nah gini. Jadi sebenarnya udah Benar ya? Udin siapa? Pergi. Yes. So, what are you say specialization? Do you learn that in the can just game method to like how you have 10 specific ability percentage by the see? Sota uses specialization. It's basically a thing that you learn on your own. The academy only teaches you how to use basic Sota. you basically learn on your own from books and everything like that, and you try it on your own. I learned how to change bullets specifically because I learned it from a book, and then I tried to step it up even further or something like that. But that's not my only specialty. Basically, my entire firearm is just this and a gun. And sometimes I could combine this two. Instead of being a sniper, I can combine it into a huge blade. Imagine it's a huge blade that I could, well, basically make it float. So basically I could control the blade. Yeah, guy. I can control the blade like any. It's like, imagine a sword that dances on its own. But most of the times I would use the gun because well, gun. It's a gun. It's a gun. I mean, like, unless the enemy is something that you need to actually get mano with, use a gun. Other than that, my SOTA capabilities, other than just changing bullets and everything like that. Can you like Gate of Babylon using SOTA? Yes, you can. Actually, you can do a Gate of Babylon using a SOTA. And it's actually, there is a couple of people in IPD who uses that kind of stuff. Apakah pegang gunnya satu atau dua tangan? Saya biasanya bawa dua gun, not only one. How to control it? Using SOTA. Using your mind power. Gun is basically throwing bullet to an enemy. Yes. The possibilities of SOTA power is limitless. The possibilities of SOTA power is limitless. Just like on the explanation of SOTA stream, the possibility of SOTA is limitless. You can actually do almost everything with SOTA if you know how to do it. Don't overuse SOTA, we don't use net. I won't, don't worry. I know my limits. Can you see the future with SOTA? Yes, you can. Actually, you can, but it's such a very complex concept because there's going to be a lot of things going on. The clairvoyants can only like see mostly like 2 or 3 seconds ahead, and that 2 or 3 seconds ahead is actually already pretty devastating. Fun. Wow, konbanwa. Sounds like it'd be kind of taboo as well. It's kind of taboo, not really. It's just that if you do that, you're basically killing yourself because it takes so much concentration and SOTA. After you use the clairvoyance, you basically going to have like a small drawback, and your SOTA going to be depleted really fast. That's a prediction. Yes, kind of. I see what's saying. But yeah, but there is some people who actually do that. And they're pretty old. King Crimson. King Crimson is skipping time. Can you use SOTA to create life? Yes, actually it's one of my capabilities. It's not actually creating life. I can make dolls. More like I can make a golem if I wanted to. Yeah, but it's not a very useful thing. But sometimes it's good for distraction. I can make golem out of everything. It's kind of focus consuming, but yes, I can make a golem if I wanted. If you can get sci-fi armor, do you want it to be bulky or sleek? Asking for. Thank you for even wanting to draw right fan art. Sci-fi armor, do you want to be bulky or sleek? Asking for fan attachment. I love bulky armor, but in the same time, that's not the way of the Galilean. Galileans usually use a sleek armor. We usually turn sneaky because we're basically the scout. A summon creature, I see. It's basically not summoning a creature. Using a Sota, you can basically manipulate anything around you, and that manipulation goes a step further to the point where you create a humanoid appearance and make it looks like it's able to walk. Actually, you just can't make it fly, but like, why not make it walk? If you make a big protection like Gibraltar, if you make a big protection like Gibraltar, if you can, it will be channeling or just protect with some durations. It would channel. So basically, it uses your focus to continue making a dome like Gibraltar. So you can't just like leave it alone. You need to think about the dome all the time. Nothing, Rich. Sasa. It's been a while since I came to see you. Welcome back. How do you usually use the golems? Golems is not that useful, really, because like, usually I would use a mini golem for a recon. Like I would put a camera inside the golem to like check things, but also in the same time, it's very situational because I'm a Galilean. I have the ability to channel my Sota to see the land itself. So basically, like spreading dust everywhere to see your surroundings or something like that. Can you make the golems like your body double? The golems like your body double? Oh, wait, explain it again. So how do these golems look like? Are they cute? It depends on how I make it. If I make it too swiftly, it looks like pile of rock. It looks like pile of rock. Yeah, rock with leg. Hello, terrified. You prefer going with big gun or Swiss smaller weapon? Long time ago, before I turned into a Galilean, Rai would prefer heavy weapons actually. Long time ago, I would be an Athenian. I would wield two of these. And then basically just use them as both shield and a weapon at the same time. So like, bonk everywhere. Tangan Rai baik-baik saja soal setiap Rai tangan aku lihat Rai tangannya bengkok. Maksudnya lagi bertumpu di pinggul. Gak apa-apa. Can you use Sota to make a machine to generate Sota? No, because like basically Sota is not your MP. Your focus is your MP. Sota is basically this nanotech that you bring everywhere. Make sense. Nande? Rai first. You know, there might be somebody making some plan to steal Sota cause this thing is OP. It is. It is actually pretty OP if you know how to control it. If you know how it works. If you know a lot of knowledge, it could be the end of the universe. But basically, you think you can go through IPD's security. If you can go through IPD security, then you're basically If there's a level 7, you'll be on level 7. You'll with great sword. Oh, great. Yes. There was an Athenian. Oh no, it's not Athenian. It's Athenian. It's Athenian. Yo, coba. Oh no. Bagi kamu yang belum membaca peraturan, silakan baca peraturannya terlebih dahulu. Yes, nanti kalau sudah baca peraturannya, silakan kamu ngobrol dengan Rai lagi. Sama-sama sekolah lebih criminal. Yes. Athena. Yes. Athena. For those who don't know about the classes, a quote-unquote job description of the IPD, you can check the IPD 101. Yes. The right previous name is Rai Athena. Yes, it is Rai Athena. Just in case you guys didn't know, Rai Galilei is not a name. Rai is a code name. It's basically like eagle or hawk, but mine is Rai. And the back name is your job description. I'm a Galilean, and so my name is Galilei. I guess Athenians are different traits, more like a different job description. Rai, what's the most bizarre thing you encounter while patrolling? There is a lot of bizarre things, but it takes time for me to explain, and I'm about to end my stream. I'm sorry, maybe next time. By the way, how about Black Step member? Do you have any specific opinions? No, just like other IPD members, they're basically a lot of people who have like things like that. Black Step members have maybe let's classify. Solid Snake. Maaf, waktu itu aku baru perhatian BGM-nya dengan BGM-nya mencet juga. Oh, terima kasih. Jika kamu pengen tahu BGM-nya apa, bisa ada di bawah itu. Di deskripsi paling bawah ada BGM-nya namanya apa. If Rai code name, so you don't know your real name. We don't have a real name. So we basically treat our code name as a real name. You have a senpai in IPD you look up to? Of course I do. There is actually a couple. So are you Galilei? I wish. Not really. So Rai real name is still unknown to us. Yes. Rai Galilei. Could it be my real name is actually Rai Galilei? Since lots of things are classified from IPD, is it okay for you to talk about it? Oh, don't worry. If it's classified, I won't talk about it. It's fine. Earlier you said your body doesn't grow. Does your hair also can grow longer? They do. Other things beside our age, our like basically growth, our healing properties grows as well. Basically our body mends, and the reason why our claw keeps on growing is because our body is healthy. It is a growth, but a minor growth, and we still do have some minor, like here, our claws. Roy! Rai will always be. Yes, I'm sorry. I will always be small. I guess time's almost up. Yes, I'm gonna finish the stream at 17:50. Ahoo! Then why doesn't go forever? We know you. Oh, baboy. Since what age do you join a trainless organization? I don't even remember my like real age, the age before I joined my PD. It's been a while. Can you change the direction of your bug when you shoot it? Yes, I can. Rai ketika balik ke jadi tinggal lagi kah? Lihat. Aku? Badan Rai has been pendek. Dulu Rai waktu sebelum perang itu Rai katanya tinggi. Tapi Rai lupa kalau Rai tinggi. It's been a long time. I don't remember anything. Can you disguise yourself with soda like making the entire body become bulky? Yes, you can. Actually. Yes. Awoo. Katanya, hey, I believe in the boss. I'm pretty sure I am tall. You're so pro with PS, I guess. So go. What's a PS? Oh no. It's already 5:50. I guess it is time. Oh, to everyone. Yeah. Word. I word all. But yes, but I guess that is all for today's stream. I'm so sorry that I can't be too long here. I need to go back to work again. But thank you very much for coming to Rai small talk about the stream. Yes. Maybe let's have an actual drawing stream next time. That is all for today. Thank you everyone for coming to Rai stream. It's been really fun, and I guess I will see you all in the next stream. Goodbye. Goodbye.